Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Monday, 11th of September 2022 and it's equivalent to 26th of Safar 1445 after Hijrah. The headlines. TUNTBE displays strong leadership in defense of democracy as says Biden. And on the foreign scene, Tribunal nullifies NNPP candidate's victory in Kano. One killed as gunmen kidnap police officer wife in Jalingo. 2-year transition to elections reasonable, says Gabon Prime Minister. In sports, Osimhen grabs hat-trick as Nigeria hits 6 past Sao Tome in AFCON qualifier. And those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayet Sani Ibrahim. United States President Joe Biden has lauded President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his efforts toward preserving the rule of law and democracy in Niger Republic. Biden also reaffirmed his commitment to the long-standing relationship between the country and Nigeria. This was stated in a statement released by the White House following Biden's encounter with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the G20 summit in New Delhi, India on Sunday. Biden added that Nigeria's invitation to the G20 summit is a recognition of the country's important global role as Africa's largest democracy and economy. Vice President Kashim Shettima on Sunday, September 10, announced that Nigeria has secured a $163 million support from the African Development Bank (AFDB) to boost the production of wheat in the country. The Vice President disclosed this while speaking at the palace of the Emir of Argungu, Alhaji Sumaila Muhammad in Argungu, Kebbi State. According to a statement issued by the Director of Information in his office, Olusola Abiola, the Vice President was in the state representing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on a condolence visit to the family of the late Sheikh Abubakar Giro. Shettima also assured that President Tinubu's administration will fulfill all the promises made to Nigerians during the campaign season, particularly in the agricultural sector, adding that food security will receive serious attention from the government. While at the home of the late Sheikh Giro to pay condolence to his family, the Vice President said this is a great loss to the state, nation and West Africa. In his remarks, the Emir of Argungu, His Royal Highness Sumaila Muhammad Mera, stated that the Emirate was proud of the achievement of the late Sheikh Giro. On his part, the national leader of the Izala sect, Sheikh Balalo, who received the Vice President on behalf of the family in company of other national executives, thanked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Shettima for their show of love. United Nigeria Airlines have received approval for the operation of international flights to the United States of America, United Kingdom, Netherlands, Italy, Ireland, and the United Arab Emirates. According to an approval letter by the Federal Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development cited by newsmen in Abuja on Sunday, it noted that the approval was in with the subsisting bilateral air services agreement between Nigeria and each of the countries. The letter dated September 8, 2023, conveying this approval from the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development and was signed by Director of Air Transport Management, H.C. Ejiburu, on behalf of the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, to the United Nigeria Airlines Company Limited. The National and State House of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal in Kano State has nullified the electoral victory of Yusuf Umar Datti, the new Nigeria People's Party NNPP candidate for the Kura Modobi Garum Malam Federal Constituency House of Representatives. Justice Ngozi Azenge, who presided over the case and delivered the verdict, cited Datti's failure to resign from Bayero University Kano within 30 days before the election as the grounds for the decision. Following the ruling, Justice Azenge ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to set aside the certificate of return that had previously been issued to Datti and declare Musa Ilyasu Kwankwaso of the All Progressives Congress (APC) as the rightful winner of the election. Kwankwaso secured the second highest number of votes during the election held on February 25, 2023. In a landmark ruling on Saturday, the National and State House of Assembly Election Tribunal sitting in Dutse, Jigawa State declared the election into the Birnin Kudu Buji Federal Constituency as inconclusive. The petition filed by Honorable Magaji Dau Aliyu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) against Adamu Yakubu of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) brought to light significant irregularities in the electoral process. In their judgment, the tribunal found that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) failed to adhere to the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022, INEC regulations and guidelines, and the manual for election officials for the 2020 election. These breaches, the tribunal asserted, substantially influenced the election's outcome. The tribunal's verdict mandated a rerun election to be held within 90 days in 8 polling units within the constituency. This decision aims to rectify the irregularities and ensures that the people's voices are accurately represented. While reacting to the judgment, the petitioner Aliu expressed his satisfaction with the tribunal's decision. Police have confirmed that suspected gunmen in the early hours of Sunday, September 10, invaded a neighborhood at the Mile 6 area of Jalingo, the Taraba state capital, killing a woman and whisking away a police officer and family members. The spokesman of the Nigerian Police Taraba Command, Usman Abdullahi SP, told newsmen that a serving policeman with the Rivers State Command, his wife and daughter were taken away while a woman was shot and subsequently confirmed dead at the hospital. He disclosed that the command was on the situation and working to ensure the victims were released. He, however, in a different twist to the story, newsmen gathered that the gunman's target was a clergyman living in the neighborhood, but they went for his family members as he was absent. Niger State Governor Umar Bago has commiserated with the families of the victims of a boat mishap that claimed several lives in communities between Jeba and Kaenji Dam in the Mokwa local government area of the state, while commiserating with the families of the victims. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Boloji Ibrahim, directed the Niger State Emergency Management Agency, NSEMA, to do all within its capacity to ameliorate the sufferings of the people. The governor also prayed that Allah will comfort the families of the deceased and grant quick recovery to those injured. It was reported that a boat carrying over 100 persons on board, including women and children from adjoining communities to New Bojigbo resettlement heading to Old Bojigbo, capsized. The victims, who were said to be from Bojigbo, Ekwa and Enkiade communities, were going for farming activities when the incident occurred on Sunday morning. Over 20 persons have been confirmed dead and over 30 people rescued, while a combined rescue operation by Marine Police and local divers in collaboration with the State Emergency Agency was ongoing. And on the foreign scene, a 2-year transition between the free election promised by Gabon's new military rulers is a reasonable objective. The new Prime Minister they appointed told newsmen in an interview Sunday. The Prime Minister Raymond Ndong said the transition period could end up being slightly longer or shorter. Ndong was appointed last week as head of the transition government by General Bryce Olugwe Nguema, who led the August coup d'etat against President Ali Bongo Odingba. The coup happened on August 30, moments after Bongo had been declared the winner of a presidential election which both the army and the opposition declared fraudulent. And in sport, Victor Osimhen scored a hat-trick as Nigeria turned up the style, thrashing Sao Tome and Prince 6-0 in front of a capacity crowd at the Gotu Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. Osimhen opened his and Nigeria's account in the 14th minute before Ademola Lookman's effort made it 2 to end the first half. In form Nottingham Forest forward Taiwo Awoni got in on the act just after resumption of proceedings with an acrobatic kick to make it 3, and it became a party from then on. Osimhen won and converted a penalty, and then substitute Samuel Chukwueze provided an assist to help him complete his haul. Chukwueze turned scorer in the final minutes with an assist from Victor Boniface to wrap up an emphatic victory. Osimhen's outing takes his Italy to 10 and puts him in pole position to finish the qualifiers as the top goal scorer. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at TUNTBE Radio FM TV respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder BadraSat, which has been watched in about 8 countries of the world free. You can also stream and watch us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayet Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. To have yourself a lovely day.